Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Talk Podcast. So, I need to share this with you guys. Yesterday at night, I ended up in this rabbit hole. I don't even know how this creator slash video ended up on my timeline. Maybe, perhaps, because I'm really, really interested in crime shows. But that was somewhat surprising. The creator is Ben. I would say he's quite known in certain circles when it comes to YouTubing and all these good stuff and investigation. And I must say, the whole thing was so good. Yes, I really watched it. 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 53 seconds. I watched it. I think I even did longer because sometimes I had to go back and just, listen again. And oh my God, it's so shocking. So props to the creator because, yes, the investigative work, very detailed, or at least as far as you can go. He really put time and effort into this. The whole editing work, great. And then it's not an easy topic, actually. He is potentially putting himself at risk or in some kind of, bad light. But yet he found a way to put quite some humor into this, right? So I need to give him props for that as well. The whole thing was just crazy. And then also you learn about a little bit of the justice system in America, what is actually possible. So if you guys want to understand what I'm actually saying, you will have to invest 1 hour and 16 minutes. So now, the rabbit hole that I dug into, yes, yesterday had to do with Lucifer Valentine. Now, if you hear the first name already, you're thinking to yourself, I know for a fact it's going to be odd, weird, spooky, scary, criminal. We don't know, but it's going to go that way. Lucifer? Come on, who calls himself Lucifer without having any dark intentions, right? So, I took a look and I'll try to summarize as best as I can. This Lucifer Valentine person is a well known movie producer, but somehow no one actually knows who this person is. He's hidden. You will not find any image about him on the internet. Nowhere. He does have an internet profile, perhaps Facebook and other places, but no image. It was so tough to track this person down. Now, this person, his specialty is creating dark horror movies. Dark horror movies. So the whole thing started with him sharing a picture that had different scales from top to bottom, and it was set on an iceberg, right? So the tip of the iceberg is most likely the less harmful, less shocking videos you will find that either he created or recommends. But the further down, the more lower you go down this iceberg, the deeper you end up in the dark and you find things you don't want to find. Now, as you can guess, I did not look for his clips, his movies. I am not interested in finding out, even though I do watch a little horror and crime shows here and there, but I'm not really freaked out like that. So I don't want to see it. And I must be honest, this clip that I'm talking about, this whole 1 hour, 16-minute thing, it's not a clip, this whole documentary at this point is on YouTube, right? But it felt so illegal to watch it at some point. So I did not want to go there. I didn't want to find his movies. But if you watch it, you are going to get a very great idea on what this is about. Now, most horror movies, no, all horror movies are acting. It's a show. There's nothing real about it. The monsters are not real. The blood isn't real. The dying parts, like, the crime, everything that's going on is a show, right? But now, with this Lucifer guy, Lucifer Valentine, there is quite amount of people, a circle of people who have been investigating, asking questions, trying to figure out, first of all, why is this person not known? In sense of why does no one know how he looks? Why are you not showing yourself if you're this great movie producer? And also people who have watched the movie many times and who are in the circles, they are thinking to themselves, wait a minute, this is so different than any other horror movie. This is almost too good. This is too good. Could this potentially be true, right? As I said, I didn't see it, but imagine people who consume horror movies like candy, and then they watch another horror movie, and then suddenly they're like, wait a minute, this is too real. This does not seem like acting, right? And you need to imagine the settings. Like, it's not a big studio with big budget. No, he actually plays these movies out in apartments. It starts very natural. That's the whole thing. It should look very natural. It should look like a situation where this random woman is in her house, perhaps, or going home, and then boom, something happens. Very realistic. And as I said, the people who've seen it, they are really arguing if some of those crime scenes in the show, in the movie, could be potentially real. Now, follow me. It's going to get even worse. I need to breathe. It's going to get even worse because now some of those people, actors who were in contact with this Lucifer person, um, they are no more. What I mean by that is some are claiming they are no more to be found. You have no contact. You don't know where they are. They just disappeared after, being in connection with Lucifer Valentine, or even acting out his movies, and then boom, they disappear. Some other people are saying they know people who were in contact with him, who acted in his movies, and they are allegedly dead. Many of them. There are others who are saying, I knew someone who wanted to work with him and they got threatened. The threatening part actually came up a lot. So it seems like Lucifer wants you guys to consume his movies, but don't ask questions, okay? Don't ask questions about anything, right? He's not your typical movie creator who's going to step to the forefront and tell you about his vision and how he came up with this and how the budget and how the cast went. No, he doesn't want anyone to ask questions. Now, isn't that weird? Creatives, artists, yeah, there's some who don't want to be out there like that in public, but we all know that every creative, there's something in us that wants the world to know about us. So why are you hiding, Lucifer? What are you hiding from? Anywho, now it continues with other stories like people who've been in contact with him, people who have acted in his movies. They disappeared. They're either dead, alleged, or they landed in some kind of psychiatric hospital, right? Going through it really bad. And yet no one knows who this guy is, who this man is. You need to watch it. Really, you need to watch this YouTube thingy. I'm not even sure. Is it good to recommend it? I am not even sure, but I've done it already. It's out there. You need to watch it. Be safe. Now, unlike Lucifer, we are all very easy to find. I don't know, he's been, hiding his tracks, his footprints on the internet for some time. Now, if you watch it, you are going to figure out that allegedly they did find him. They even sued him. The suing part was actually hilarious. We don't know how that is going to continue. But follow me. It continues with, trying to talk with people who know more. Most people, Ben, the creator of this YouTube channel, who is trying to expose who Lucifer is, Ben went into searching, calling, messaging, meeting up with people. He would even take it upon himself to fly out to somewhere else to meet with people. Just to learn that many of them were scared, frightened. Many of them did not want to share their experience. Many of them have been manipulated. And then he meets someone who tells him about this Facebook group. About 12,000 people on this Facebook group following Lucifer, right? And they're all almost like, it's almost like a cult because the way they operate, they're all praising him and celebrating him, almost worshiping him. Oh, you're such a good person. Oh, you did this for me. Oh, you opened doors for me. Oh, you're the best. You're like so weird. And then Ben realizes that's how I'm going to get to Lucifer. He sets up someone who's going to work with him. The first trial, that girl was such a weirdo. You need to watch it to understand what I mean. He meets up with another girl who's willing to work with him so they can bust Lucifer Valentine. Just to figure out that this guy is really smart. Whoever comes into his group, right? He's going to reach out to them immediately. But he's always suspicious about the fact that potentially someone is trying to get to him. If you're thinking to yourself, this is just another producer, someone who's creative, wants to get young people involved, wants to do this, be, open minded, work together, have fun, do something different, you will think to yourself, why are you so secretive about it? What are you hiding? And that is just the part. We have no proof to all of this, right? This is all allegations, it's all alleged, but it is really suspicious. And if you think about it, majority of these people who are on this Facebook group, which the Facebook group now does not exist on since Ben has been doing his digging, the group is gone, right? Also suspicious. But most of the people on the group are young women. And we all know how gullible young women are, especially when you approach them with, I will make a celebrity out of you, because they all believe they are so special. They are the best actors, they're the most attractive, and this guy is going to make it work. He is drawing in young women. I will let your mind roll where this could potentially go, but he's drawing in young women into his fan base to potentially help them become stars, but none of them are actually becoming stars. Instead, they are allegedly disappearing. Isn't that shockingly interesting? We don't know. But whatever is going on here, you guys know on this podcast, we're finding something to learn. I cannot say this anymore. I have said this so many times. People need to be aware what they are following. Please stop being so gullible. Why would someone random just want to pick you up and make you a star? Think about it. Please, girls and boys, young people, anyone old, whatever, how you look, how old you are, where you're from, please take care of yourself. It is so much fun on the internet, but it can get so dark really quick. You might think to yourself, that is never going to happen to me, but you could be one of those people who are trapped by words, kindness, attention, sugar coated, and exactly what you want to hear. And then you find yourself in a really, really, really bad position. So I'll give you guys a tiny hint on what you will expect if you do take a look.
Okay, ich mache mir jetzt mal ein paar Freunde. Wenn du Schmerzen hast, hier ist meine Top-Liste der Dinge, die du wirklich nicht machen solltest, die aus meiner Perspektive
Crazy advertising.
Help the survivors of his. And the video honestly blew up like pretty fast. So when she posted the first video, he emailed her, basically like threatening her.
And I guess whatever this threat was, it was so bad that she actually took her documentary down.
What was she afraid of happening?
Yeah.
So before Ben started digging, obviously there was someone else. I've never heard about this name. I wish I didn't. But there was someone else before Ben, and perhaps even before this young woman who's been trying to investigate. But they would always stop. They would always drop the whole thing because they are being threatened with their lives, with their family members are drawn into this. And think about it, you're just sitting at home thinking, oh, I just clicked on something that I find interesting. Oh, I'd like to find out who this is. I just want to do some, fun investigation, digging. I'm a fan, or whatever the case is, why you're interested in finding out more. And then you're doing your fun little, documentary, and then you get threats on your life and family member. Come on, you're going to drop it.
Yeah, so that I was pretty unclear on about like how we convinced her to like take it down. She never really.
We don't know how long ago this is, but you see, this man had some experience with, I don't know if he met him, but he was in this chat group, in this Facebook group. And you can see just going back, the nerve.
Was she afraid of happening?
Yeah, so that I was pretty unclear on about like how we convinced her to like take it down. She never really explained it to me. She just said that they took it down, and I was pretty bummed because it was a very good video, but
Dang.
So after the video got taken down, he decided to make his own video calling out Lucifer Valentine.
I just don't want to see
anyone get hurt anymore.
But then he got threatened.
Right after I posted it, I started getting harassment. I was basically like, yeah, this is not worth the risk having this on YouTube. I figured it will be much safer if I just took it down.
Basically, anytime someone says something about Lucifer Valentine that Lucifer Valentine doesn't like, he threatens them.
They were really scared of him. They were silenced.
That fucker did threaten.
Like, how would you react? You would probably stop investigating, right? Because it all started so innocently. It's a movie director. You just want to find out about his work, and then you get threats. Well, this part is actually really, really interesting.
This call that we're having right now is a call I knew I would have with someone I've been mentally going over this for about a decade. Just rather be anonymous because you'll understand why the more I tell you about it.
Obviously, Ben is disguising himself very well. We cannot recognize him.
My credibility card is I have just been there the entire time. There's no moral code to Steve.
He told me that Lucifer Valentine actually has his own type of iceberg. The movies are really the only thing the public sees. It's just the tip of the iceberg. But everything else is where it really gets dark with this guy.
His films are what the grooming tool are. It's like a way to put a net out and try to bring in as many. It's designed to pull in these girls.
It's his way to pull girls. You guys read it. The audio is bad. This person is trying to stay anonymous, but you can read.
I guess there's only one way to find out what's really going on. I gotta join this Facebook group. On the surface, it looks like just a bunch of girls obsessing over Lucifer Valentine.
Lucifer Valentine.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with it. We love Lucifer.
Show me what you look like.
Well, obviously, it's going to take a certain type of young woman to fall into this kind of group. You must have a really big passion for dark stuff. You maybe are somewhat a loner yourself who thinks, I cannot express my passion or hobby with anyone else. And then you find yourself in such a group where everyone suddenly, agrees on the same thing. They like the same thing. You feel comfortable. You get attention. It is very, very easy, especially keep in mind they're young women, to get drawn into something like this. And then from all the people who's reaching out to you, it's not only the host of the page. No, he is the actual movie director. He's the one who came up with all of this. So you start feeling very, very special.
I'm a little obsessed with it. We love Lucifer.
Show me what you look like.
It reminds me of being a kid.
And every single person in this fan page.
So, as I said, I haven't seen the videos. People who've seen it said it is horrifying. It is disgusting. It is gross. It does something to you. Now, when she says it reminds me of being a kid, maybe she's talking about the colorfulness of the cover and the drawings. I could see that to some degree. But if you're really talking about the movies, any horror movie, and that reminds you of you being a kid, I wonder what kind of childhood you experienced.
Seemed to actually worship Lucifer Valentine.
Director Lucifer Valentine is one hell of a guy. Is a wonderful, amazing man. He is absolutely 100%.
So you see where I'm going with this. This is not mocking, okay? These girls, the 4 or 5 that we just seen, there are many more, but there's a certain similarity to them. They fit in this emo look, is it that? And there's something about people who either choose to go into such lifestyle because they like it, it's trendy to them, or other reasons. I think most of them are lonely. They are loners. They feel misunderstood. And for someone, whatever, even if it's not the emo group, any person who finds himself in a position of, I'm alone, I'm the victim, I don't have friends, I feel misunderstood, I'm weird or whatever, you will be such an easy victim for anyone who's targeting you, for anyone who wants to draw you, lure you in into something that may not be too good for you.
Ingenious. He's brilliant. So smart.
Lucifer Valentine is like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, and there are also young men in there, but you will see, really, as I'm saying, this is not mocking. You saw the first man. There was something about his mannerism in the first clip. Obviously, he's a gay man, and that is not bad. The reason why I'm saying that is because some of them also experience being excluded. So that adds to the feeling of I'm different, I don't belong, and then boom, you find yourself in such a group where suddenly they agree, they accept you. You're perfectly fine. You're just as weird as we are. Let's be weird together. Does that make sense? You've got to feel comfortable, and that's the same thing I'm seeing with this man. Perhaps blue hair. He's different. There's some insecurity with him. Boom, he finds himself in such a group. Now he's a superstar. He feels welcome. He feels understood. And suddenly you don't see the red flags because you are finally being welcomed in a group that something you didn't experience maybe before.
For being the nicest guy.
The more videos I watched, the more I could see there is definitely something off with this fan base.
Cold vibes. Wait, let me skip a bit. As I said, you guys really need to watch it on your own. It is a lot. I did watch it till the end, really. And at the end, you will even see a face of the person that they claim to be, this Lucifer Valentine guy. I'm not going so far. It's out there, but I'm not going so far. But let's listen up here.
Wenn du 1.000 Euro zur Verfügung hast, investiere sie in diese Aktie. In 2 Monaten könnten daraus 8.000.
It's been like 30 minutes and he's already like, hey, let's meet up.
We're gonna fucking get this dude.
Well, now it's time to trap Lucifer Valentine in my contract. And all we have to do now is fly to Colorado.
How's it going?
Not great, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then the original undercover agent who accidentally leaked my true identity to Lucifer Valentine, she gave me a phone call.
Imagine you're trying to work with someone undercover. What is the best thing to do? Yeah, let me go tag that person and comment. That's what she did. Stupid, right?
At this point, he has not said one mean thing to me or one not one thing that makes me feel like he's a danger. Right now, I think you're more of a danger than he is because you are setting me up. He has not done one fucking.
Yeah, she's been manipulated. That is the part where it's actually gonna get hilarious, and I will not take that away from you guys. So enjoy the clip.